Hi guys, it's Tim from superfitdads.com. We're going to go through the second two grips of the deadlift, following on from the last video we did. So, just to recap the last video really quickly, we deadlift with a double overhand grip until the fingers can no longer grip the bar and they start to open when the bar breaks off the floor. Then we might switch to an alternate grip. But as we can see, that leads to asymmetry in the shoulders, where this shoulder, for example, is rotated inwards, this shoulder is rotated outwards. So to overcome that asymmetry, we've got a couple of options. The first one being the hook grip. What I'll do is just show you on the bar here, and I'll do some close-ups as well, but instead of wrapping the fingers around the bar and then the thumb on top of the fingers, we're going to lay the thumb across the bar and then cover the thumbnail with the middle finger. So the bar is basically sitting in a hook made by our fingers, and instead of grip strength being the limiting factor, we're relying on the friction between the thumbnail and the middle finger to keep the bar secured into position. That's basically the hook grip. Okay, so if we're hook gripping, we would put the thumb along the bar and then cover the thumb with the middle finger and then rotate it down. So now the bar is secured in place by the friction of my middle finger against my thumbnail. Okay, so just to recap, the thumb lies parallel to the bar, and then the middle finger comes around the bar, covers the thumbnail, and that's what provides the grip on the bar when we use the hook. So, a couple of things about the hook grip. First of all, it takes a little bit of getting used to, because you've got the pressure of all the weight on the bar going through both thumbs, or both thumbnails. So, what I would do is start off with quite light weights to begin with and condition your thumbs to the hook grip. But the reality is that really big deadlifts have been pulled with the hook, 800 pounds or more. Every Olympic lifter you see, when they do the clean and jerk and the snatch, they're using a hook grip. Okay, so you shouldn't worry that, okay, the hook grip can only take maybe 100 kilos or 225 pounds, and after that it just becomes unworkable, because the hook's being used, as I say, for deadlifts in the 350 kilos or high 700s, low 800 pound range. So, that's thing one about the hook grip. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Thing two is that if you've got slightly smaller hands, which for guys tends to not be an issue, but for women it could be, then you might find that, especially with a thick diameter bar, you can't actually get your fingers in a good hook grip position. If that's the case, or if you fundamentally don't get on with the hook grip, we've got another alternative, and that's using straps. So the alternative to using a hook grip would be to use straps. Now, you can get straps from specialist weightlifting or powerlifting stores, but alternatively, you can use car safety belts, you can use just some strips of strong fabric. I got these from a local hardware store. The important thing is, one, they're strong, two, they're the right length and sufficiently wide. So the right length would be about 18 inches, which is about 45-50 centimeters, something like that. We want them ideally to be about 1.5 inches wide, so that's about 4 centimeters. And we put them on by placing, so if you're right-handed, you want to put the strap on your left hand first. Place the strap over the back of your hand. We don't want it around the wrist, we want it around the back of the hand. And then with both ends equal length, we put it between the middle and the ring finger. You do the same with your right hand if you're right-handed. Obviously we do it the other way around if you're left-handed. So the strap sits across the back of the hand, and then with both ends the same length, out through between the middle finger and the ring finger. We would then put our non-dexterous hand on the bar first. So in my case, I'm right-handed, so I put my left hand at attach my left hand to the bar. So I'm going to take the straps with my right hand, place them around the back of the bar, and then wrap them over the top from the front. Then grip the bar with the strap around them. Then the right hand, so placing the strap behind the bar, wrapping it over the top from the front, and then just kind of cinching it down so it's nice and tight. I can now feel the tension in the straps on the back of my hands. Now that's important because when the weight of the bar might cause our fingers to open a little bit, it tightens the straps. Okay, so that's why it's crucial that you have the straps wrapped from the back of the bar, underneath and round the front, because that way, when the fingers open, as they will do under a heavy weight, that causes the straps to tighten. If you do it from the front and then over the top, it'll do nothing. Effectively, it'll just be like pulling a double overhand grip deadlift. So that's just something really, really important that we need to be aware of. So here's a close-up if we're using straps. So again, I've got the strap around the back of my hand. The ends are equal length. I've got the strap passing between my middle finger and my ring finger. Then using my right hand, I pass the strap behind the bar, wrap it over from the front, and now take a grip on the strap. Then I use my right hand to do the same thing. That's the way you strap to the bar. So, to recap, we want to pull the deadlift with a double overhand grip until the fingers are no longer able to grip the bar when it breaks off the floor. Then we can either go to an alternate grip, or what we prefer to keep the shoulders in balance is either a hook grip or to use straps. Okay. Just the other thing to bear in mind, of course, is that if you have any kind of deadlifting or powerlifting aspirations in competition, you can't use straps in those competitions, so you're better off sticking with the alternate grip or the hook grip so that you don't get caught out when you're caught onto stage and you bring your straps out and they say, dude, you can't use them. Okay? So, I hope this video has been useful. As always, any questions or comments, pop them down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Be awesome, and I'll catch you next time.